Yo, yo. It's good out there. How y'all feel? How y'all feel? Peace, 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 peace. You already know it's the mightiest of the mighty, the RSC, the Ringside Club. Episode number 25, live and direct, broadcasting from the Empire Tri-State. Happy birthday to Boog, by the way. Peace to the God.
Happy birthday to the God.
So here's the deal. As we usually do around this time, this is survey time. So fellas, survey question to go around the ring before we start the show is, prior to WrestleMania this year, do we get a tag team of Cody, KO, and Sammy before WrestleMania? Do they squad up officially in a match? I say yeah, the go home SmackDown. Triple powers. The powers unite. I say yeah.
I say yes as well. Exactly what you said. Take on show SmackDown. Blah, blah.
No.
Let's start the show.
Peace to the gods, the Ringside Club Pod. My name is A.O. Say you're the Ron and Don. Blame Boogie while you at it, blame Chad Law. Kayfabe is dead, break the fourth wall. Whatever style, whether it's lucha or strong style. Come through the beam, you fly, burn the bar down. Back to the pad, chop it up for the pod. Ringside Club, intro to the squad as the show starts.
Peace, 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 peace. Peace to the gods, of course. Peace to the earth, boys, girls, children of all ages. You tuned in to my favorite podcast. Should be yours as well. The best four-man booth in the game. Down to 3 today. Peace and happy birthday to Boog once again. This is the mighty RSC, the Ringside Club. Coming to you live. First and foremost, everything you need to know is at theringsideclub.com, including our first interview, which dropped. Shouts to Pete Rosado. We Are Wrestling.
Salute.
Go and follow that man, follow that promotion. Big things happening over there in the Bronx. Boogie down, you heard.
The show was live, man. The show was a good, real good show.
Yeah, definitely check that show out, man.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
can only be one.
He was able to attend, you know what I mean? Shout out to AO in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. But of course, we're across all social media, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. And make sure you subscribe to the show. The video is over on YouTube. The audio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Everywhere podcasts are available, we're absolutely right there. Tell a friend to tell a friend that it is indeed them again. As far as I go. Oh, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Now, Chad, I know you took a title off of my shoulder this week, and it's all good. But in case you didn't know,
the champ is here.
Finally, he's on the board.
Yeah,
He's on the board,
y'all.
y'all.
Got a few things with him.
I am the holder of the big belt. They call me Babyface Baker outside in these streets. With that being said, I'm going to pass it to my mans and them.
Hey, who are you? Let me introduce you to the other Don.
Yes, sir. You already know who it is, man. Ron the Don. You can find me everywhere. Ron Don PMF. Today, repping for the King of New York. R.I.P. to Biggie. Got the shirt on. Happy birthday to Boog, because I know that's his favorite rapper, too. So, salute to where you at right now, brother. What's good, Chad?
Peace to the TV champ.
What it do, y'all? It's Younger
Salute to
Dava
the TV
himself,
champ.
CHADLAW, Younger Dava, Smoke Doggy Dog in the house right now. I'm always but I'm always going to be at the Ringside Club no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull right up to that motherfucker, man. I'm here, live and direct. I'm in D.C. right now. Elijah just smoked his show at the Pocket. You know what I'm saying? Real good turnout. Salute to everybody that came through, show that love. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all in Richmond, Virginia on the 14th. We're going to be in Charlotte on the 16th, Durham on the 17th. Phase 1 of the Discovery After Death tour is moving and shaking. Make sure y'all go check the album out, Discovery After Death, on all streaming services. Hottest act out of Durham, North Carolina, Elijah Rosario. Also, IReallySeenIt.com. Get some Gaddafi Gang pieces. Go to ringsideclub.com. Get some RSC pieces. And we're gonna be at some shows coming up, man. I think some MLW gonna be on the way too in New York. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to be busting up, RSC ganging it live at Melrose Ballroom. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to squad up and be the new Contra unit. You feel me? We're gonna have to really show Hammerstone and them who's the real Ringside Club. Let Court Bauer and all them know what's up. You feel me? But I'm TV champ too, by the way. I did whoop brother's ass this past week.
Yo, you caught that W with 1 point, my guy.
Yeah, I took my belt back, man, by hook or crook. That was the roll-up pin, actually. That was literally the roll-up, yo. That was like, yo, you almost had me. Like, y'all, you and Ron was going back and forth, and I pushed both y'all over and pinned one of y'all and took the title and ran. Literally, that was it.
Yeah, that was a.
Hey, congrats to you. First of all, I'm just happy for starters that I kept my word. First, my word was before the end of February, I was going to catch one of those titles, which I did. And I successfully
Guerrero
defended.
in the house.
Yeah. And I successfully defended that TV championship. You tried to hoodwink and bamboozle me with this Impact nonsense, and I came out with my hand held high.
Well, I'm letting you know now. TV champ's taking a week off.
Yo, taking a week.
Yo, what?
Oh man, no. Hold on.
The TV title don't get defended. It don't get defended every week. Come on.
No, it gets defended.
I'm not defended next week.
It gets defended when you get called out. If you're the champ, those are the rules, my guy.
Yeah, Hobbs did not. Hobbs just won the belt. He don't got a defense next week. They ain't already throw up his TV title. You know what I'm saying?
That logic.
Yeah, your last name is also not Hobbs.
It's Law, and I'm the TV champ, baby. That's right. Black champs. We here.
Well,
biggest heel on the pod. You can't change the rules, brother. You get called out. You get called out, man.
Yo, I talked to Adam Pearce already. It's okay.
Adam Pearce holds no weight outside.
Listen, Adam Pearce.
Talk to the mysterious. The mysterious Ringside Club GM just popped up.
Listen. Adam Pearce is dealing with them two Karens right now, dog. He ain't got time for you right now.
Adam Pearce doesn't do his job during the day. That's why nothing's ever booked for you to defend on a Monday if you're the TV champ.
Yo, us having the mysterious Ringside Club GM is mad funny.
Mad funny. We got the mysterious GM, but nobody to mix the damn sound. I really seen it.
That's funny.
I really seen it. Absolutely. This is the Ringside Club. Hit the ringsideclub.com. Hit partofmyfresh.com as well. You can get you one of these. You can also get some Ringside Club merch.
Yes, sir.
Feel me? All right, let's get into this show. Topic number one. We all watched Monday Night Raw, correct? Yeah. We saw the John Cena and Austin Theory promo. Before I even give my opinion, I'm curious what you two brothers, whatever order you want to go in, what did y'all think of this John Cena and Austin Theory promo from this past Monday Night Raw?
I thought it was hilarious. Man, I've never seen Cena roast anybody like that. And that I remember. Of course, I missed a whole bunch of years of WWE wrestling when he had like the spinner belt and whatnot, but I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was a solid promo. You just got roasted, dog. I was just crying laughing, to be honest. That's all I can say about it for now.
He did Roman like that a couple times too. Did The Rock like that a couple times.
That severely? Like that
up
shit
there.
It's up there.
Up there.
Okay.
I love the fact that Cena played the ghost of Austin Theory's future. I loved that aspect. You don't see that much. You don't really ever see it. There isn't any situations where that can happen. So the fact that Cena was like, yo, you don't want this spotlight. You weren't ready for this, kid. I see you in the Ruthless era. I was you. But you're not ready for this. So sit the hell down before I embarrass you. And he dog walked him the whole time. And honestly, I love this like part-time shoot Cena that's just like, hey, even him pulling the curtain back and being like, yo, they pipe in crowd noises for your matches. I was like, yo,
yeah, that's where
he went there, kid.
Yeah, he was going in there.
All right,
he wrote that himself.
So with that being said, right, WWE is invested in Austin Theory, no? They want him to be successful.
I agree. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
How did this promo do Austin Theory any favors?
Kind of. I mean, I think I tweeted that. I was like, "Yo, Cena's burying this man right now." So
So I got a couple quotes. Right. You mentioned the fake crowd noise. This was after a comment that Austin had about John Cena's bald spot. You got the hat on because you don't want people to see the bald spot. I'd rather be bald than have them pipe in fake crowd noise during my matches because nobody cares. He said, if we have a match and I win, you lose. You're done. And if we have a match and you win, you still lose because you're not ready to face that crowd.
I had to run that back. I was like, did he say what I thought he said?
Yep.
He said he turned down the match not because he was scared, but because Austin Theory's not ready. Hell, the end of the promo, he said, you got no brains, no heart, no balls. You should probably work on that. This didn't do Austin Theory no favors. The two biggest comments for me, first of all, was the if I win, you lose. If you win, you lose. John Cena's 45 years old, part-timer, legend, Hall of Famer, or soon-to-be Hall of Famer. First ballot. It's no ballots. It's a fake sport, but whatever. You get it. He's not going to be back after WrestleMania. He might show up the Raw after Mania, but then he goes back and does what he does outside. Austin Theory really does have to have a career, and you already put him behind the 8 ball and said that even if he wins, it's not really a win. Because you beat a part-timer. You're supposed to do it, but you're not even ready for that. And then the worst thing in the world is to just say that nobody cares. Like, there's always the theory, no pun intended, that your job as a promo guy is to make your opponent look as good as possible when you're talking about them, so that when you beat him, you actually beat somebody. Instead of like making the dude like, nah, we don't really care about you. It's not that you're bad. It's not that you're despicable. It's not, there's not things that we don't like about you. We just don't even want to see you. We don't care. That didn't do any favors. That's literally my opinion. I think Cena there's like the shoot promo shit. That's not storyline. There's nothing storyline about saying that the fans don't care about you.
I think he cared to us though, because he knows that we don't want to see Theory. Like he's not.
Again, if you're the WWE and you invest TV time is a whole shit ton of money. You invest TV time in this character. He was up under Vince McMahon before Vince got taken off of TV and got thrown out of the company for some time. Then they repackaged him and had him with feuds, and now he's a championship holder. If you're the WWE, the last thing you want is for somebody to get on TV and say, we don't even care about your character. And all that crowd noise is fake. It's really actually pretty quiet in here.
I think they're pulling
That's terrible booking.
They're pulling back the curtain and showing us that they really have been trolling us this whole time, because we know we don't like Austin Theory, and they've been booking him as such. He lost the Money in the Bank. He was on a losing streak until he won the belt back from Seth. I think they're paying attention to the fact that we don't want Theory, and they're not shying away from the fact that we don't want Theory, which is why they're putting it over even more. That like, oh, you're going to get more Theory.
Why does WWE all of a sudden, in this case, listen to the fans? That doesn't make any sense either.
They always listen to us. It's just a tough road to get there.
Chill.
But why even do all that then? Like,
what else was Theory gonna do? What else can he say? And I'm playing devil's advocate because it's like someone's got to do it here. But like, what else is Theory gonna do?
Because what that should have been, it should have started out as that whole I'm the ghost of your president or whatever was dope, because without Cena and Theory ever being face to face, that comparison was already there. Body build is similar, facials are similar, style is similar. A young guy coming up, the prototype, quote unquote, all that was right there. So you tell that story without this. Why is there a need for
that's
everybody
mad
to pull
boring, yo? We would have been on here talking about like, yo, that Cena and Theory promo was cool because all John did was just agree to the match and just
I'm not saying
hustle, loyalty, respect, hustle, loyalty, respect, poopity poop, poop, poop.
I'm not saying agree to the match. I'm saying Austin Theory should have been put in a position to say something to get under Cena's skin. We never see anybody get under John Cena's skin.
Because what is a kid like Austin Theory gonna
something
say? Legend of John Cena.
That's not. I mean, if for me to answer that question, I need to get a check from the E. You know what I'm saying? I got to sit down and actually write something decent enough. But
what is he going to say to the 16-time world champion? Yo, you lost the main event match.
Why bring a part-timer back to shit on somebody that has to be here tomorrow?
Hey, you got to sell tickets. And honestly, people are going to want to see
WrestleMania sold out already.
People want to see John Cena. And this is a big thing for Theory.
In that case, if people want to see John Cena, then that should have been enough. If that's the case, you want to see John Cena, here's the next up and comer, and you pose some kind of threat. It literally could have been John Cena comes out the same way that he was interrupted. Austin Theory doesn't do anything but come to the ring and duff him out. Smack him with the title and walk off.
I think that could have.
I'm interested.
Yeah, that could have been better instead of him being
Something.
buried. You know what I'm saying?
The difference with the and I'll get off of this after this comment. The difference, like I mentioned earlier, when you was like, Ron, you couldn't think of anybody else that Cena. I was like, he did this to The Rock. And who was the other name I mentioned? Roman.
You said Roman, yeah.
Roman. The Rock was where Cena is now. Back then, when Cena was feuding with The Rock. There's really not anything that you can say that's going to knock The Rock off his pedestal. So what happened with The Rock was when he wrote his notes on his wrist, and Cena came out and called him out. That wasn't supposed to happen. It made Rock look bad, but you can only make The Rock look but so bad because The Rock is The Rock. He's already a made man. Roman, I think, was a little bit closer to where Austin Theory is now, but maybe a little bit further ahead as far as this is the guy that we're cherry picking to be part of our future, whether it's the guy or at least one of the guys. And then Roman kind of looked bad for a little bit. Those promos didn't do Roman any favors. He said, bro, I have to come back because you can't do your job. And it was like oohs and ahs, and we ran them promos back. But if Roman Reigns' career faltered at some point, people will go back and pinpoint that as one of those times where it kind of fell off the rails a little bit. Right. I'm just saying it doesn't do Austin Theory any favors. And more importantly, if you're WWE, it doesn't do WWE any favors if you invest a whole lot of TV time, which is millions of dollars, into somebody for your part-timer to come back and say that we put fake crowd noise in because people are quiet during your matches.
There's still 4 weeks to WrestleMania, and John Cena's showing up to none of them. So it's like Theory's gonna have enough obstacles over the next couple of weeks to bust back.
I think they're gonna have enough time to Theory to try to get him over on.
Yeah, to get him over.
John Cena.
He's essentially
he's gonna talk to nobody and get over.
Yo, my nigga, this is the theory of WrestleMania. Everyone's feuding with a video screen. Everyone is feuding with a screen. No one's actually fighting with each other. Everyone's just feuding with video packages. That's the whole premise of most of this card at WrestleMania.
So far.
Miss me with that, bro. All I say is if I'm booking some shit and I'm investing bread into somebody, you're not coming in and telling people that nobody cares about them. And the crowd noise is fake. He said the crowd noise is fake, bro. I'm done.
He ain't lying. I mean, we all know this already.
We already know, but you don't got to come out and say it. Right. First of all, WWE is for children. Let's get that straight. Kids don't know. Now they know.
Yeah. Like I said, they pulled back the curtain a little too much.
We already know, bro. We're on a wrestling podcast. We already know. Yeah. Children don't know. Children are WWE's audience.
They really need to know that.
Man. Yeah. We'll see. We still got 4 weeks to go. So it's gonna be close to.
He's got a few weeks out.
We got time. Theory can get himself back over the hump. He's got enough people to beat up.
I think somebody's gonna say, "Listen, Cena did a little too much. We weren't trying to bury him that hard."
Come on, he's gonna get vicious wins over Ali and Dolph Ziggler in the next couple of weeks and get
over. That's really putting him in position for Cena.
When he beats him at Mania, we're gonna be saying, "Hey."
I think he is gonna beat him at Mania as well. He should. But it needs, he needs to I don't know.
Somebody said, the way Ali was dressed in the audience, he looked like Where's Waldo, like a low grade version of Where's Waldo.
That is the most interesting Ali's ever been, and I love it.
But for the fact for
he's trolling right now.
For Theory to beat him to get him over, I don't know. He's Ali's still in this space where he's not really doing anything. He's still trying to find himself.
Sam, who is there even left on Raw?
Ziggler.
We're all talking about Theory and Cena now, what's it gonna do? I'm just happy that this is a feud that matters because after Cena's gone, there really ain't nobody much left. I'm thinking we're gonna get Theory Gargano for Backlash, and
That's exactly why you don't have part-timers come back and tell one of your up-and-coming stars that you don't matter and nobody cares. Because once this Cena shit is over, you need people that the fans are actually invested in.
And let's see.
So what you should be
that's
doing
not a theory
is using.
problem, though. That's not just a theory problem, yo. That's not just on theory.
But for
It's
this
the whole
feud
upper
in
mid-card.
particular, but for
It's
this
the whole
feud in
upper
particular,
mid-card.
you got a guy holding a title, right? You should be using this month, whether Cena shows up or not. That one appearance face to face should have been like, oh shit, I feel threatened because this one up and coming guy might ruin one of the last matches that I have left in my career. I don't know how many more times I'm coming out to do this. I came out here to say whatever he was going to say. Whatever he was going to say. We still don't know why, by the way, John, what he was going down to the ring to say in the first place. Was he actually going down there to call Cody Rhodes to the ring and endorse him, that political shit that they did at the end of that? Why, when the shit was over, does he get to the end of the joint and just say, oh, by the way, let me bring Cody Rhodes out for no reason? And he was like, oh, it's the passing of the torch. Why was he calling him out? Just to say, yo, this is my man's, I'm going to raise his hand?
Could be.
Listen,
Miss me with the bullshit, bro.
Man, I can't call it, man. I don't know.
Let's get to the next joint.
We could go to the next joint because.
All right. So this week, Chad sent the MJF list in the chat, and when the list came out, I kind of looked at it, but I really didn't get into it, and I don't think any of us got into it at that time because I think it came out around December, I believe. So I said, you know what, let's get into it now since MJF had that, that solid match against Danielson at Revolution.
Solid. You're not calling it a 5-star?
I don't know if it's no 5-star. Say
why is it not a 5-star, Ron?
Say 4.5.
Why is it a 4.5?
A little slow, but a little slow in some parts, but it's damn near close to a 5-star.
You wouldn't call it a modern day classic?
A modern day classic? I don't know if it's a modern day classic. Maybe I gotta watch it again and see. I ain't calling.
Hey, yo, you don't feel like it was a modern day classic? I mean, everyone else is ball washing this whole match, so we might as well just join on the bandwagon too and just talk about this match.
I mean, I'm not ball washing it, but yeah, it's an instant classic. It's a fire match. It's a 4.75 in my book. The only thing that I did not like is the fact that he hit him with the oxygen tank and the ref saw him. That should have been a disqualification.
That was a stupid fucking ending.
So I'm just looking at logically, that's the only thing that I did not like about the match.
But it's MJF, so it's expected.
But it's stupid referees in AEW. That's what's expected. You know what I'm saying?
The whole arm swing is just like the camera.
Because like, look, think about it, right? When wrestlers get to the ropes, and I throw it right back to you, Ron, but when wrestlers get to the ropes, refs go over towards the ropes and towards the wrestlers to tell them to get back in the ring. And they start their count or do whatever they're doing. All of a sudden, the ref just hangs out in the back because he knows the spot's coming up. So he can hit him with the joint. But even doing that, he hit him and one of the flaps or the little mouthpieces flung up. So it came up above the apron. So the ref saw it anyway and reacted to it and didn't call anything. But whatever. You're talking about like 5 seconds out of a 65-minute match. I thought the match was like fucking flawless. You know what I'm saying? It's a styles clash because you have. Anyway, go ahead, Ron. I thought it was fire.
Word. So, MJF, he released this list of wrestlers who he say won't beat him. So let me just run down the list real quick as he wrote it. So, as it goes, the Pebble, Ricky Starks, the American Dipshit Dragon, Bryan Danielson, which he just took on, Warhol, which is Warhol.
Let's stop on each one of these and let's go through them because I feel like we can knock them out as you go through them.
All right, cool. All right.
So who's the first you said? Ricky Starks?
Yeah, Ricky Starks, the Pebble.
Nah, Ricky ain't beating him.
He's done. Not until a year from now. Maybe a year from now when the contract situation comes back and Ricky's got a year full of steam under his belt, a couple TNT title runs, and like a few with John Moxley that bleeds to death. Then I think Ricky Starks can look like a credible, like, okay, this guy might do it again. Year anniversary since his first title shot. I'm cool with that. We'll revisit that.
I'm good on that. I can't see that right now, even in a year. Maybe. Well, for me, I'm not the biggest. I'm
You
not the
said
big.
not in a year, not 2 years.
But you know what? I'm not the biggest Ricky Starks fan like everybody else is. So that's just my opinion.
Okay.
You
I
know,
was with him shooting in the NWA gym, man. I was there during them tapings, bro. I remember times. I remember times. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold crowd, man. Tough crowd.
next person is Brian Danielson.
I mean,
We
that box is
obviously
already checked.
Box is checked, but again, like Ricky Starks, we can circle back to this a year from now or after Danielson does his little hiatus. This might be a filler at Trouble at the Bubble.
I agree with that.
I got a theory about this this Brian Danielson thing. I could be way off. Brian Danielson said, "Yo, I'm going home," and the whole promo was about his kids and not being able to play with his kids. But then also, home could be ROH. Do you think he pops up in ROH before the end of the year? Maybe before the end of the summer, let's say. Maybe by the end of the summer. Do you think he pops up like maybe third quarter?
Yes, just because, but I think
I can
it's
see
like,
that, yeah. Because
not
that
while
is,
Claudio's
that is
champion.
Shit.
Not while Claudio's champion. I don't see it. I just don't think it's the right time for him to be in Ring of Honor.
I can see it popping up. Maybe shit. Nah, you say third quarter.
Yeah,
Possibly.
third quarter, fourth quarter.
Where he goes next is another conundrum. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what he's going to do when he comes back. I don't really want to see him in MJF again, like for a while. But like, I feel like that it's AEW. Anything can happen. But I think we might see that again. But I don't know where he goes when he comes back. Maybe in time for Double or Nothing, Trios division, fights within the Blackpool Combat Club. Who knows? But I don't know where Brian Danielson goes after this, actually. I really don't. You're right. Home is questionable with the kids. I think it's just the body healing. I'm taking it at like Brian Danielson value, like it's just his body and just him just healing, but I just don't know where he goes from here.
Well, I just thought of something. BCC is going heel, and I know once they go heel, they're probably gonna go on a little run for a couple months, and then Danielson may come to ROH maybe, and then say, "Listen, I ain't rocking with y'all. I ain't with y'all." Conniving ways, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I think I need to separate from y'all. I think I'm gonna do my own thing, and I think this is where I'm gonna try and take this belt off of Claudio. That's if he still has the belt at that time. So you can see that you can do that. But next person is Wardlow. Yeah.
Interesting take with Wardlow just losing the TNT title to Hobbs. Black champions.
And, you know, they got their little history, so I can not really. I can't see it.
Nah, I think they definitely he's not beating MJF, nah.
Yeah.
No. Wardlow's not beating MJF. I think Wardlow is in the rebuild. Like what I having him lose the way he lost to Powerhouse Hobbs by basically not getting pinned. So it wasn't like he lost to the better man that day. He lost to being attacked from behind by a chair and double powerbombed off a stage. Never got pinned. It was, whatever. What was it false count in? Or knockout or some shit? They counted to 10? Counted to 10, right?
No, yeah, it was a count to 10, yeah.
Yeah, 10 count. So what they're doing with him is in some way, shape, or form, you're going to get like Wardlow feuding with Hobbs, and they're going to go back and forth some, big horse matches. QT Marshall's going to bring out whoever else, So we'll see. But they basically have to. They're in the rebuild period right now with Wardlow. The run didn't work out the first time. The second wasn't really a point to have a reign. It was just to get the title over the Powerhouse Hobbs anyway. Mm-hmm. But nah, he's not anywhere near being close to ready for a world title feud.
He could want to talk his shit to MJF like, yo, listen, I beat you already. I want my world title match now. And that could happen. He could ruin MJF's bar mitzvah. He could be one of the people where this Hobbs thing could just be a red herring to where it's like they're going to do one more match, screwy ending, and they're just going to fizzle that feud out, and Wardlow goes into MJF in between Quake at the Lake and Double or Nothing. Because there's still time between now and Double or Nothing at the end of May. So it's like anything can happen between all of these feuds, and MJF needs filler. Wardlow falls into that Ricky Starks filler. There's brackets with the MJF feuds. You've got the main world title pay-per-views like the Bryan Danielson, and then you've got Trouble at the Bubble feuds, MJF, Ricky Starks, MJF, Wardlow. The Wardlow feud, that's not headlining Double or Nothing. That's going to Quake at the Lake.
Yeah, I can't see that. I can't see that headlining. Next person is Eddie Kingston.
Ring of Honor, he's out of here.
Yeah, Ring of Honor.
He's done. No time soon.
It's
Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Because, like, when that list came out initially, I was like, yo, he's going to fucking be mayhem for MJF in the summertime. Like, it's going to be annoying. He's going to beat this kid up and talk them. Like, their promo battles, whoo-wee!
Oh, yeah,
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to that. But yeah, this Ring of Honor move, I don't know why Eddie Kingston keeps getting the shaft. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's really
and he's building something with Claudio right now, so that looks very interesting. I definitely want to see where
that man can't sniff a pay-per-view to save his fucking life right now, son. Man can't even get a pre-show.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Sensitive Cowboy, Hangman Page.
I think he's probably going to be the Double or Nothing opponent.
I think that's Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be the Double or Nothing opponent. Like I said, when the whole point of this Mox feud was to rebuild Hangman Page after the whole Punk debacle, right? He lost to Punk, then Punk shitted on him in public in the middle of the ring, then Punk shitted on him in public at the press conference after All Out. Punked him out. Then he got knocked out in real life, which turned out to be a blessing in disguise because they turned that into a dope storyline for him to out-violence the main violence dude in Jon Moxley. So this is the rebuild period to set him up to look like a main eventer and get his main event at Double or Nothing with MJF. But doesn't beat him.
He does not beat him. I don't think he beats him at all. I think it's definitely going to be a great feud. Nice to see them cross paths. Have they crossed paths yet?
I don't think they have.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Me either. I don't
like
think so either.
That. I like it. I like they've never crossed paths. Hangman is knocking off all the champions, all the people that have been champion. He's feuded with them. He's fought them. Anyone that's came near the AEW world title, he's had a match with them. So MJF, I'm sold for that. I think that'll definitely be a good sell for Double or Nothing. That's a believable sell for Double or Nothing. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Tony Khan loves him some Hangman. He might actually just be like, crowd's behind it. Maybe I'll do the switch. You never know. That's a believable one. I could see that happening more likely than anything, you know what I'm saying, that we've said currently up until this point with Hangman. It's Double or Nothing. I think we get Wardlow and I don't even know. Maybe we'll double back when the list is over, some interchangeable names that we could say fill in for Eddie Kingston. But we're going to get Wardlow and someone else for the Quake by the Lake, like TV premiums until Double or Nothing. And then we get Hangman. Or we get MJF Dark Order. Who knows? That's going to be fun, too. That could be fun, him tormenting them and insulting Evil Uno and the mask and all that. That's going to be pretty entertaining.
That could be hilarious.
It's going to be rough for them.
MJF Johnny Hungy at the UBS Arena? Come on, son.
Oh, that's electric. What up, Nassau? What up?
Bro, what? That match is gonna feel like Apollo and Rocky. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, slid it here.
Nassau?
Main event of Dynamite in Long Island? Hungy and MJF? Nah, it's up.
We about to bring all the Creative Pro faithful out.
Which,
by the way, I wanna catch one of them Creative Pro shows. By the way, I definitely.
We gotta check them out. We gotta definitely check.
I know exactly where they train too. It's like
they right around the way. They ain't far off.
Yeah.
They ain't far off. All right, let's get the list going. We back.
Jungle Jabroni, Jack Perry.
Jungle Boy, nah. Yeah. Jungle Boy, Jack Perry.
I think they'll have a good match, but I'm not.
That's Fighter Fest. That is Fighter Fest.
That's Fighter Fest. That's a TV joint. I think like Jack Perry again. He's in the same bucket for me as like there's Jack Perry, there's Ricky Starks, there's these guys who have had like preliminary feuds and they're just getting over one of their major humps. Like we've seen Jack Perry around as a tag team wrestler for a while, got mixed up with Christian and finally gets over the hump of beating Christian. Christian's a big name, right? So now this is This is gearing him up for that TNT division. He needs to be in the TNT or the All Atlantic division. Same thing like he's with Ricky Starks. There's no reason why these guys should be jumping the line into a world title, program yet. They need to be, kind of work their way up the crowd. The same, but they're in the position that like Triple H and The Rock were when they were feuding over the Intercontinental. You know what I mean? So just let them, just slow build them. Because if you want them to be around for a while, you still got to develop them. We're still getting used to calling Jack Perry, and not only Jungle Boy. So let that cook for a minute.
Hobbs and Starks at Double or Nothing too sounds like money. That's
exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly.
Like
we never got that Hobbs. Real payoff. We got a squash, and then they just deaded it. So let that go.
Hobbs, Jungle Boy, that's a nice little contrast too. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm digging that. I like where Jungle Boy can go, Jack Perry. I like his chances. Will he beat MJF? No. But him against MJF at Fyter Fest or on the way, that's cool. I don't see that headlining All Out because right now we're trying to get through the summer. I don't see that being close to even a pay-per-view worthy match. No one's believing that. Save that for a Dynamite main event.
Word. Next on the list, Darbs the school shooter, Darby Allin.
It's gonna be that could be All Out. That could be All Out, yo. Darby Allin finally gets a world title match. I think that could be All Out, yo.
The ultimate underdog finally getting a title.
I wouldn't
be too mad at that.
I'm not a Darby guy either, but I think that's a Tony Khan loves Darby Allin and homegrown talent, and nothing screams All Out like MJF, Darby Allin, Sting in his corner. That's a big match right there. That's not a premium. That's not Fight at the Light. That's All Out right there.
I don't think we get that for the simple fact that this is Sting's last year wrestling. And I think Tony's going to book them to win the titles at some point, whether it be a real quick.
Come on.
Real quick.
No more strange bedfellows. Can we just get tag title runs with normal
That's
tag
not a
teams?
strange bedfellow. They've been together for 2-3 years now. There ain't nothing strange about seeing them together.
If they was going to win the belts, they should have won already. Point blank. Because once FTR gets it back, ain't no point.
Opinion granted. I just think that at some point, Tony is going to want to give Sting some kind of a send-off that puts his title over his shoulder. And Sting ain't doing singles matches. And he has no other tag team partner.
Tag title? Come on, son. Put more respect on Sting's name, my G. Come on,
I can see that happening, bro. And again, I'm not talking about a reign. I'm talking about that would be for a pop.
Yeah, it's like a one-off kind of thing.
Yeah, you better off putting Sting in the main event of All Out in Darby's corner. Let him get that pop.
I mean, obviously, I think Sting was just with Darby just to get, Darby over like a mentor. You know what I'm saying?
Which is valid, but he's wrestling.
Right. And I think, as like a final send-off, put the titles on him because Sting hasn't gotten the title in AEW at all.
Don't need to put the title on him. It's okay. He's 63 years old. It's fine, guys. Leave it alone. Sting don't want to wrestle anyways. He's wrapping it up. It's over. Let FTR be the champions. Why y'all want to ruin this? Why don't y'all want to see FTR prosper? Why do y'all want to see the tag title?
We ain't say we ain't want to see him prosper. Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
All right, so next, Adam, my brain don't work, so I can't cope. Adam Cole. It's fucking crazy.
Adam Cole, I don't know when, but Adam Cole is the one that will beat MJF for that title.
And I know they will be magnificent on the mic, both of them. Back and forth. Even if I can see Adam Cole getting the title too, but even if he doesn't, just the mic work will be impeccable. Just to build that up.
Yeah.
Promos will be dope. If we don't get Darby MJF at All Out, we get that at Revolution, and then we'll get Adam Cole MJF at All Out. Either one would sell for Revolution or All Out. I'm good money on either one of them, but Adam Cole MJF would be an amazing feud. That could be another one where it's like, oh shit, he could come real close, which I think is going to be, you could probably quote me on this one too. I think Adam Cole won't win the title from MJF, but he'll be at that tail end of MJF's contract status feud run when he's like 8-9 months into the run, where we're like, yo, could he? Couldn't he? Like, yeah, he could. He might. But it's like, he beat him anyways. Damn it. But Adam Cole would be the one to potentially do it, I feel like. When? I don't know. If it's at All Out, I don't think it'll happen. If it's towards Revolution, maybe.
Maybe not. The next one, the one after that. The next one is, it says Double or Nothing. And what's the next one?
Not Revolution. What's November? Final Gear? Full Gear? I said Final
Gear,
gear.
right?
I think it's Full Gear. Yeah.
Full Gear. Yeah. So Full Gear. Yeah.
And don't forget, like they always do something big for the New York show at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Grand
so that
Slam.
Could be Grand Slam. So that could be a big feud that they build to. Big main event.
Yeah, I could see that. And the last on the list is Mr. Clean Claudio Castiglioli. I can never pronounce his last name.
Castiglioli.
Yeah, the short answer is no.
Right there with you, champ.
Yeah, the slightly longer answer is when you said Mr. Clean, I thought you were about to say the cleaner Kenny Omega, who would be my number 2 candidate to beat him.
Yes.
There's some names that we ain't say on this list that actually could probably produce some damage, a la Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I think Kenny Omega is very valid when we start talking about who could beat him, because we got to figure how long dude was out because of injuries and surgeries and rest and getting his body back in place. Number one. Number two, the type of performance where at the top of this year he put in what is going to hold up as one of the top 3 best matches of the year already at Wrestle Kingdom with Ospreay. So we're getting Omega back in main event form. So they dropped the trios. They're not getting them trios titles back. The Bucks are going to go do whatever they do in the tag team division. Omega's about to really run in the singles division. I don't know where he's going to go yet, but they're gearing up to get back to main event Kenny Omega at some point, because we don't know how many years at that high quality and caliber of a performer you have left. So you have to cash in on that while he's still up there in good shape.
And you also don't know how many years left in AEW Kenny Omega will be staying, because the rumor has it right now he's entertaining WWE.
Also true.
You never know. This could be Kenny Omega's final run. So I see the list of people who can
before they have him tagging up with Omos on some bullshit.
Oh, Lord.
Now, Kenny Omega entrance at the Royal Rumble is going to be beautiful. It's going to be awesome.
So was AJ Styles, and then he teamed up with Omos.
Yo, he still headlined WrestleMania. He was a WWE champion. Come on.
Who headlined WrestleMania?
Kenny and AJ Styles.
With who?
Shinsuke with WWE title. Come on, bro. It's a WWE title match. WrestleMania. Come on. Don't even be on that time. Don't even be on that time, bro. People couldn't even get on the card. Come on. People couldn't even get on the card. This guy was turning his nose down at fucking AJ and Shinsuke for the WWE title at WrestleMania. Like, that's not like that's actually pretty damn serious, bro. That's not, you know what I mean? The match wasn't 5-star, but it was like, hey.
That match wasn't good. It was bad, bro. That was boring as hell.
5-star.
It doesn't. I don't even know what 5-star is. I just know that wasn't it.
You know what I mean? So
anyway,
the list of people: Kenny Omega, Adam Cole, CM Punk, inevitably,
Daniel
Bryan, and there's got to be Chris Jericho in the fold somewhere.
Oh, the Ocho.
I think he's got to come back. He's been away from the title scene for mad long. Like, there are people who have been away from the title scene that I'm like, okay, they're working storylines, but they're going to get itching. Like, Jericho and Moxley are going to be like, yo, I don't give a damn who's the TNT champion. Jungle Boy, Ricky Starks, again, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm taking the TNT title right now because MJF's busy. Or the All-Atlantic Championship, which is now the International Championship. So I think somebody is going to start getting into some other titles. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see.
Solid.
Word.
All right, TV champ.
Team Lethal. Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. An amazing tandem. that I think should be appreciated more often. Not even just a tandem. They are a quartet of greatness. Satnam Singh, the Indian, like, you know what I'm saying? His whole
One in a
story.
billion. Yeah,
One
one
in a
in a billion.
billion.
Was he 7'5", some shit like that?
Niggas like
Him and Orange
808
Cassidy and Danhausen, so amusing. You loved it. You had to love it. Sanjay Dutt plays such an annoying heel manager talkative guy that it's just like, it just works. He's always going to be annoying, and you're always going to want to punch Sanjay Dutt. Jay Lethal's always going to wrestle great matches. May not be great. Let me take that back. Good, very good matches. Jeff Jarrett, the old veteran wily heel that just draws up the most heat, will make you mad, piss you off, and really garner the most heat next to MJF of like, fuck, Jeff Jarrett's here. And his theme is also fire too, by the way. So yeah, Team Lethal doesn't get enough shine, and now they're in this international division going up against Orange Cassidy. I think Jeff Jarrett might be winning the international championship this Wednesday on Dynamite. Shout out to Team Lethal. They didn't win at Revolution, but I think Jeff Jarrett is going to be the international champion, because why not piss off the entirety of the IWC by having Jeff Jarrett win a title belt in 2023? Although the visual of all the homegrown talents in AEW holding titles looks good, Jeff Jarrett is my underdog pick for this year with AEW right now. Like I said, this topic is just Team Lethal, Team TNA. My appreciation for them right now, if nobody else was going to appreciate Team TNA, Young Adava himself, Chad Law. That's right, slap nuts. Pause.
Yo, I'm in agreement. I think that Jeff Jarrett has a very, very good shot of walking out of the next Dynamite as the international champion. Absolutely. And for me personally, literally up until very recently, I never liked Jeff Jarrett. He was one of the dudes. Never liked him. I am enjoying the hell out of this run right now. I am
genuine heat. Like, nobody gets heat. Everybody's too cool in the room in AEW. But when Jeff Jarrett comes on, everyone's like, yo, I hate this guy. And I'm like, yeah, I love this guy. He doesn't change.
Yeah, he's playing the hell out of his part. Jay Lethal is a great partner for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when we started this pod, this was right around the time when Ric Flair's last match was coming up, and they were the tag team to go up against Ric Flair and Andrade. And at the time, I'm like, a tag team of Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. And it's paying off in very, very pure entertainment, high quality entertainment. It was out of left field to me because I really wasn't that much of an Impact watcher. But you go back and it makes sense. There was even an interview that Jeff Jarrett had with Chris Jericho where he talked about how the work that he did behind the scenes to get Jay Lethal on more TV segments, give him more TV time because of what he was doing backstage to entertain all of the boys. Bottom line is this, like, Jeff Jarrett is having a hell of a run. He's a guy, if I'm home, I'm enjoying it because I love the chaos. I'm on the island of like, yeah, Brock should have beat The Undertaker. Well, everybody's like, no, you got to protect the streak and it has to be. No, it doesn't. This shit is fake. It's a story. People write this and then they go out and perform. Right? You created a superstar bigger than the superstar he already was by giving him the win over The Undertaker. So likewise, if you beat Jeff Jarrett, the long game is once Jeff Jarrett is holding that title and then he cuts his first promo on the following Dynamite and people are damn near ready to throw stuff, who's getting the loudest pop? Whoever comes out and says they're in position to stop this man. And that's how you build stars.
Jeff Jarrett is like, I actually could have used them winning the tag titles, yeah. I wish they won the tag titles.
I said it here. I didn't put it in my picks because I didn't think it was going to happen, but I wanted it to happen.
Listen, I just want to salute to the fact that I just had to look this up, man. Jeff Jarrett is 55 years old, and the man is still going the way that he's going. So and I know for me, I didn't get into Jeff Jarrett. I really didn't know about him before WCW. So that's when I really got into him with the slapnut gimmick and the guitar and all that. And then I was looking at like the stuff he was doing before. It was cool to me, but the slapnuts like Jarrett, that was fire. Listen, like I said again, for the fact that he's 55 years old and still going the way that he's going, I hope to be actually moving fairly well when I'm 40. This man is
It's a Fendi.
him and Goldust. Like salute to them, man. Like still going at the ages that they're going. And then Jay Lethal, like the longest reigning ROH TV champion of all time, whatever.
Yeah.
And just putting them together was fire, man, and keeping them going. So yeah, I never really thought of like just how I felt about the tag team. Like it was, just them being there was just being there. But once you brought it up, Chad, I was like, everything that you said, I was like, yeah, this is pretty solid. It's pretty entertaining. So I definitely want to see where this goes.
I followed
People
Jeff
fall
Jarrett.
for the okie doke too often, are getting on Twitter, and somebody's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that they're wasting the young boys." Like, chill. It's so easy.
You need
for
that balance. You need
you not only like you need the balance, you also need people that are gonna get a guaranteed reaction, so you can play off of that. Like this is storytelling. You need somebody to poke and get on your nerves, so you root against whoever's coming out to beat them. This is what this is. This is not hard. This is not difficult. So you're not supposed to root for this person. People get it confused. Like the whole real sport aspect of like, yeah, you can go out there and root for whoever you want. But when you're playing along with the show because you understand that this is the bad guy and you boo him to play along with it, that's the point. And they're getting that reaction. They're getting the reaction of like, yo, nah, you're not supposed to like me.
Right to your point, if Jeff Jarrett would have came out when Ricky Starks was talking and smashed over there with the guitar, everybody would have wanted Jeff Jarrett's head at that point, because that would have opened up Ricky Starks' next feud and a guaranteed, yo, Ricky, we're behind you. We hate Jeff Jarrett. But who came out? Juice Robinson, to a confusing but still popular reaction, which does Ricky Starks no fucking good when it comes to having an adversary to fight against right now.
Still scratching my head over that one. Like we were talking in pre-pro. I was like, what's going on? I was like expecting like the switchblade or something. Then Juice Robinson came out and just deflated everything. I was like, motherfucker.
So that would be the segue to the outro question. The outro survey of the week is, according to my clipboard, will Juice Robinson make a difference or an impact in All Elite Wrestling? Yes. Yes, he will.
Before you go, Ron, explain yourself, I'm curious as to why you think him, of all people, Juice Robinson, will make a difference or an impact.
Maybe not because he's a breakout star, a future title holder. I'm not saying anything like that. Juice Robinson is talented. And he is one of those people that once they give him more television time and you get a chance to understand his personality, you're also going to boo him the same way you boo Jeff Jarrett. Right? Totally different characters. I'm just saying that Juice Robinson is going to be a formidable mid-card heel if they give him television time and an actual storyline to sink his teeth into, point number one. And point number two, what music hit before Juice Robinson came out? Bullet Club. Whatever is still relevant as far as the Bullet Club goes. First of all, Jay White is not in the Bullet Club anymore. That's so unless they
I don't know. I don't know where I blinked out when I thought that Jay White would come out, but I was just like, I don't know, you never know.
Yeah. But in general, this is going to be, I think, some sort of a bridge to bring maybe a bigger name or induct somebody into the Bullet Club on the AEW side. And you got to remember, we got Forbidden Door this summer. So I think that Juice Robinson is a conduit of some sort to bring people within the Bullet Club and work some kind of storyline with somebody who may be of a higher prominence, or probably will be of a higher prominence than Juice Robinson. So again, Juice Robinson ain't whack. In ring, I mean, you know, people's tastes vary. He's okay in the ring. I think he can have a good match depending on who he's in there with. But personality-wise, which actually really matters, when he gets on the microphone and he starts cutting promos, he's going to get under your skin. He's going to be annoying, and you're going to want to boo him, and that's the point. So, yes, he will have an impact in AEW.
I say no for now, but the way you described everything, I feel like I'm comparing Juice Robinson to like a Dolph Ziggler. He's kind of solid.
Fair.
He's kind of solid in the ring, but for some reason he's not getting over the hump. Like whatever you put him in, he's not. He's just there. That's how I look at it. So I really have nothing else to say about it. That's how I look at him.
I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say yes. He's going to make a splash on Rampage Friday nights at 10 p.m. He's going to make a splash on Ring of Honor Honor Club Thursday nights at what, 7 p.m. Ron? Yeah.
7 p.m. Thursday nights. Yep.
And I think he will be making a huge contribution to the AEW Dark Elevation community. Monday nights, 8 p.m. I believe. I think 8 p.m. Dark Elevation.
I think it's 7.
7.
I think Monday and Tuesday is 7.
Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, I think Juice Robinson will definitely be around. Will he end up on Dynamite more often? I don't think he stands a chance. And Ringside Club, we're out of here, y'all. Until next time, follow us, like, subscribe. We talk that shit, that real shit, that wrestling shit. You already know.
Peace.